Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show, we'll be doing some top tips on how to make the most out of any day at any theme park. Let's start off with point number one. It's the most important. It is pre-planning. That goes all the way from checking online for ticket prices, booking in advance, vouchers, anything like that, all the way through to making sure your car is fully fueled, you know the route you're going to take, you have an idea of how it will take you to get there, you know what time the park opens. You have like cash and card, everything. You have a car which already has food and drink in it. You have all that ready. You have clothes and items for both sun and adverse weather conditions. Should we go with? Pretty much pre-planning is an incredibly important step. You know, if you pre-plan, chances are things will go really well. If you don't pre-plan, they may not go as well as you'd hoped. You may have turned up late. You may lose like an hour here or there. And that makes a huge impact. I'd highly recommend having a vague idea of what you're going to go on first and what you're going to do throughout the day as a kind of a minimum. You should always have an idea of what roller coaster you want to go on first thing. I'd highly recommend if there's a roller coaster which has a particular like history of breaking down, or is a ride which tends to get busy later in the day, go on that first. Whereas if there's a roller coaster which lots of people flock to at the start, you may want to leave that to later in the day. If you are going to be at a theme park for one day and one day only, and there's a good chance you're going to be going back to this park anytime soon, I'd highly recommend getting fast pass. Make the most out of your day there. There's no point, queuing in line when you could be, making the most out of it. It is really important you wear sensible shoes. You'll be doing a lot of walking, so you want to be kind to your feet pretty much. I'd highly recommend wearing either shorts with lots of pockets with like zips and like buttons and such, or jeans, depending on the weather. You pretty much just want to make sure there's no chance of your phone, wallet, keys, or anything falling out while you're on any sort of ride. I would not recommend wearing like tracksuit bottoms or anything like that. They have quite baggy pockets, which could lead to you losing your stuff. I'd highly recommend not wearing anything white. It's amazing how many like bugs and insects and stuff like around a park. You will hit them at speed. Millennium Force is a classic example of that. Don't wear white if you're going to go on Millennium Force. It will ruin that shirt. I'd highly recommend making sure you have both cash and card when you go, making sure you have enough money, making sure you have the vouchers, everything like that. If you wear contacts, I definitely wear contacts when you're going. I'd always recommend taking the hat as opposed to sunglasses, partly because you can easily put the hat up your shirt whenever you go on any rides. You don't actually have to leave it on the platform, but it's just a bit far easier to carry around in my opinion. And if it also rains, it happens to also protect you from that as well, so good multitasking for the old hat there. I'd make sure you also bring headphones with you. Might seem a little bit of a cop out with talking to your friends. It depends how many people you're with. Depends how long you're there for. But if you're on a long, holiday, like theme park holiday, you will eventually run out of things to talk about. And listening to music while you're waiting in line sure beats just standing there doing nothing. I'd also highly recommend taking videos or photos or anything like that of the rides. One, it will increase anticipation before you go on it, which means you'll probably enjoy it more. And two, it gives you great memories of what's going to be hopefully a really good day. I think that's about it at the minute for top tricks and trips. If you have any you'd like me to say next time, or anything you think is a great tip, feel free to comment. This has been Theme Park Information, and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Right, catch you guys later.